Back in February, I picked up the AKG K7xx audiophile-level headphones for Massdrop. They're a limited edition run. I got number 003939. They are serial numbered and they're somewhat limited edition. They are going to stop making them eventually, but they're continuing to do it in limited bursts. These are reference headphones from AKG that are based on the K702 anniversary editions, but designed customly for Massdrop. So they look about the same, but they have been updated a little bit. This is an open back style design with suspension style headband, which is basically two of my favorite things. And then they're over the ear style, which is also one of my favorite comfort things. So you're gonna be able to tell where this video is going because I like these headphones a lot.
This video was brought to you by Amazon Prime. The holiday shopping season is almost in full swing, which means you'll want your gifts shipped to you fast and free. I've been using Amazon Prime for about 3 years now, and I'm not sure I could live without it. Check the link in the description below for your 30-day free trial, which will cover the entire month of November, including Prime-only sales on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, along with their other benefits such as streaming music, movies, and TV shows, and frankly a plethora of other things. Check the link in the description to learn more.
Now, something to keep in mind is that I probably do not fall under the category of audiophile in the modern, at least compared to what most people would think. I think there's a lot of snobbery and way too uptightness in the audiophile community for me to be too happy identifying with it. But I know when music sounds good, and I know when audio hardware sounds good, and I've been working with FLAC files ever since I was like 14 years old. I still listen to normal quality music, and I listen to the radio, and I have an iPod, so I listen to music on there. So a lot of my music is on iTunes in 320 kilobit or 256 kilobit format, but I can tell the difference. And so it's pretty cool getting to have a pair of headphones which can fully utilize the difference. Now, originally when I got these headphones, I also invested in another Massdrop deal, which was the Musiland Monitor O2 US Dragon DAC amp. And I was really excited to get both a professional level or a high quality level DAC along with these headphones, and I was thinking that was going to make or break whether or not it mattered. But that turned out to not be the case because I really hated that DAC. So instead I've been using these headphones with my my Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 audio interface, which still acts as an external DAC and is one of my favorite things to actually listen to anything on, and my Behringer Xenix X1832 USB mixer board, which is my main mixer that all of my stuff for streaming and recording runs through. Now, the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 has the more flat, neutral, as accurate as it gets sound profile, whereas the Behringer mixer pretty much applies like a radio-esque sound to just about everything. So everything sounds like it's running through a classic rock station, which is kind of cool too. So for physical tour, I did mention it is an open back design. It has a 360-degree pivot swivel ear cup so that it can clamp on and fit no matter what size or shape your head is. It is elastic style, so it suspends on top of your head, which to me is the most comfortable headset design in the world. These and the SteelSeries Siberia headset line are some of my favorite headsets because of this suspension style. Like, it fits on your head, and it's never... One of the biggest things I've always hated about headphones is that I always get a headache from having the solid band style putting too much pressure on the top of my head. Never gonna run into this with these. My big complaint is these big 80mm drivers, I believe they're 80mm, that go over your ear are basically like the entire half of my face, and so that can get uncomfortable at times, but not uncomfortable so much as it's just awkward having your face like halfway covered. But they're super comfortable, and they do have the soft fabric, I think it's called velour fabric on the ear pads, and they stay super comfy. They are black, so fuzz and hair starts to show up, and since I've been using these for over 6 months, hopefully they don't look too bad in the B-roll. The top band is a leather-esque design, or pleather-esque design with the AKG logo embedded on there. It does have left and right indicators on the top, and then it has little pull string style for the suspension. These headphones do come with a small mini or micro XLR 3-pin connector to 3.5mm with a screw-on 1/4 inch adapter for listening to just about anything you can hook it up to. The mini XLR connection also has a little attachment pin that slides in there and locks it into place so that it's not gonna yank out, which is really cool to see. And it sounds really good. And that cable is super long, which can be a good and bad thing. For me, it's good, it reaches just about anywhere, but it's also bad because it gets everywhere. You have a big ass cable to keep up with, and I keep running over it with my chair, which is eventually going to break it. Then we get to sound quality, and in case you haven't been able to tell already, these things sound amazing. These are my favorite headphones that I own, and I don't think anything's going to beat them for a long time. I even picked up from the bargain hunt store where I've done some of my buying and reselling on eBay and Amazon from, a pair of Sennheiser HD 598s. And I bought them under the premise that I'm gonna resell them because I bought them for about 40 to 50 bucks cheaper than what I could sell them for. But I was secretly hoping I would never actually get a sale on them so I could keep them and use them for myself because I was really excited. I've heard great things about the Sennheiser HD line, especially for the higher numbers. There's like HD 298s that they had that were just basically tiny little basic headphones. But these were the big ones that I'd seen and were about to buy before I got the Massdrop deal of these. I was actually looking for audiophile headphones, and I was about to buy those before I bought these around last Christmas. But it turns out the Sennheiser ones did not sound anywhere near as good, at least to me. Now I only had them for about a week and I only tested them off and on, but I put them on expecting to be blown away by the audio quality, and I preferred these. The Sennheiser sounded a bit more colored and stuff, whereas these are reference headphones, so they're not supposed to color the sound at all. This is about as totally flat as it gets in terms of sound coloration. And so I ended up preferring my AKGs, and I've stuck with them ever since. They beat out I used the HyperX Cloud 2 over these for a little while, but I ended up going back to these and much preferring these. I tested out the SteelSeries Siberia V3 against them, still preferred these. Nothing's been able to beat out these so far, and I really challenge anyone who thinks they have a pair of headphones that they want to send me that beats out these headphones to send them my way because I'm very, very curious. I don't think anything can beat them. They're great for music. I can customize my own EQ settings for my music in a much more accurate and enjoyable way because on other headphones which color the music, it's really hard to make your own EQ profiles because your headphones already make your music sound different. And so I enjoy music a lot better with these, and then they're a lot better to listen to when editing my videos because they provide a sound of exactly what my microphone and audio sounds like so that I don't have any sort of issues. If you get a pair of headphones which have a lot of low end or bass, then you're gonna compensate for that in editing, and then when everybody else listens to it, it's all gonna be in the high end because you were hearing the low end that was made up by your headphones. And so if you're looking for a pair of headphones for music and you specifically like having a lot of extra bass or punch to it, you may not like these because these are flat reference style headphones, but I absolutely love them. And these have been great for games too, as I have them hooked up to my mixer, which my game consoles run through as well as my PC can run through it. And using them for games and cranking them up means I have as accurate of a soundstage as it gets. Now, I of course prefer playing in stereo for game audio unless I have a legit surround setup like I had back at my parents' house where I had actual surround sound speakers. Because virtual surround sound is very misleading and very inaccurate in my opinion, especially when I test it on things that actually matter to me in terms of what direction the audio are. A proper stereo setup will give you as accurate as you need of sound location in games, you just have to have the ear to listen for it. As virtual surround sound is basically for fooling people who don't have as good ears. And I have really good ears and really good hearing, and so stereo works great for me, and these have been amazing to game on as well. A big thing that's always bugged me about gaming headsets is they all go for the bass and the explosions and the kaboom and making it sound like you're in a real war zone when I just want to be able to hear accurately and still hear voices and things like that, and these have done a great job for me. Now again, I'm not an audiophile, I don't have proper waveforms to test it against and the frequency responses and all that jazz. I just know they're high impedance headphones. I use high, power DAC amps to listen to them on, and they sound amazing. And so far I've not received or bought a pair of headphones or a headset that have sounded better than these. Again, if somebody thinks they make one that sound better, send them my way. I'll happily check them out. This has been my review of the AKG K7xx Massdrop Edition headphones. I've delayed this a lot because I did not feel I was comfortable reviewing them yet, simply because I haven't been, I'm not a super techno audiophile, but I wanted to throw my review at you. I'll put the Massdrop link to these in the description below. It only comes on sale or they only sell them at certain times, so you'll just kind of have to keep an eye on it or sign up for the email updates for it. I'll also put a Massdrop link in the description below where if you sign up for Massdrop, I get a small kickback. If so many people signed up, they send me a goofy package of a goodie bag or some crap. It's not an affiliate link. They're not one of my sponsors, unfortunately. I would love for them to be so because they do a lot of really cool stuff for the people they sponsor. It's just that's the only place where you can get Massdrop Edition headphones. I wonder why. Thank you so much for watching my review. Be sure to smash the like button if you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment down below with what your favorite headphones are, and I will see you in the next video.